Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. Today is August the 24th, and I don't have any crown pressure today. If you watched a couple of my previous videos, I expressed what could be the symptoms that you may be experiencing as a result of integrating the higher energies associated with the Lion's Gate and your higher self and purpose. So now not everybody is going to be integrating in the same way. We all are receiving the same light that was associated with the Lion's Gate. But that light is working within you, however it is supposed to, according to the level of where you are at in your journey. So don't compare journeys, don't compare progress. It's about learning who you are, being more aware of who you are, learning the lessons, letting go, that healing, and believing in the concept that is before you, however it may be. So something has been, okay, so for the first 3 days, and I'm going to give you a date, August the 20th. 3 days later, I received peace. 3 days later, I received peace. And it was on that third day that, and I'm trying to go back and make sure on my notes here, so please forgive me. No, it was in between. When God, the next day, so it was a few days later, and God spoke to me that it would take 3 days. 3 days. No, I'm messing this up. I'm sorry. It would take 6 days from a period. You know, it's just like this message that I'm trying to give to you gracefully. And recall, it's about the understanding of it all, making that connection. Those tiny dots, you know, when we were kids and we were playing connect the dots to make that picture. If we get one wrong, it makes the picture a little different. If we get 2 or 3 wrong, it really changes the outcome of what that picture is going to be. It doesn't make it wrong. It just means that now it looks a little bit different. So every time that you can connect another dot, another layer, deeper understanding goes and comes along with it. So I had 3 days of crown buildup and pressure, a day of rest. And then the number 6 was spoken to me, and the word Eli. Now, I don't know what the word Eli is other than a person's name. Until that day that God spoke it, I had to go do my biblical research. And upon, of course, the name Eli, which there are a lot of Elis in the Bible. And I knew that God wasn't speaking in the terms of a individual at this particular time, because it just didn't fit. It didn't make sense. Something felt a little off, although I kept that in my awareness just in case there's something in that dot information that I can later on connect with. What made sense was when I read in Matthew 27:46. And about the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Excuse me there. I didn't do the research on how to pronounce those words. And it means, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? So Eli means my God, or my God. You know, I've been writing on my personal pages about finally fitting into them shoes, coming out of your skin, shedding those layers, and getting into that cocoon until finally you merge out as your true self, that butterfly. You know, there's a period of restriction, tight restriction towards the end of that metamorphosis, where it really gets pressing, gets tight. Tons of, pain in the body because you can no longer move in that cocoon. It's so tight, you have finally outgrown that space. But it's not quite time for that cocoon to rip and tear, for it to allow you to escape finally and let your wings dry off a little bit until you can finally fly away. It isn't time yet. When God spoke about that number 6 in relationship to all of this, there's a period of creation. God created the land, earth, man, in 6 days, and on the 7th day, God rested. From 6 days out from that time that I had a little bit of peace, the 3rd day that I wasn't hurt, I wasn't dealing with any kind of pressure, it's 6 days of more build-up, of more growth. And now something else caught my awareness here in this, because God has also shown me the number 69 in a few of my messages. And yeah, it means balance between the yin and the yang. It means balance between the masculine and feminine energies. But 69 also goes with the number of the universe as well. Mathematics, 3, 6, and 9. On the 3rd day, Christ rose. On the 6th day, creation was complete. And here, in Matthew 27:46, it speaks, in about the 9th hour, Jesus Christ cried with a loud voice, Eli. This is hitting me here just now. I mean, as I make this video. 3, 6, and 9 is a number that is associated, that if you have done a lot of research on your spiritual growth journey, you know about that number and how it plays out in physics, in the universe, and in you, especially if you've learned about the teachings of Nikola Tesla. Numbers have huge significance in relationship to you and the universe and to God Himself. As a great creator, He uses everything that we have here already to make creation, because duh, it has to be here for us to even witness it. We are witnessing His creation every single day, in math, in structures, in symbols, in words, everything from ideas. Everything is a witness that God has created something that man has either observed, altered, changed, transformed into something that exists here. But we can take it to another level of higher understanding that goes over and beyond the human concept and take it to the spiritual type. And I guess I am taking this a long way around. You will come in your awakening process that when you reach the end of your transformation, when you are finally going to rupture out of that cocoon, that those numbers are going to play a huge significance in your life. If you aren't journaling, it's still not too late. Journal your experience. I write down how I feel every day, my symptoms, and I make it as nice as I can possibly make it without being negative. Of course, my mind knows that through my low days, I am receiving. It's hard. It's really hard, though, to know you're receiving when you're just not 100%, or when things seem to fall to pieces. And again, I want to kind of add this to this, and it has nothing to do with this, but kind of does, is that destruction and blessings will come in the form of threes. There's that thing that people say, when people die, it tends to come in threes. Of course, we should know and understand that death is never the end of something. It is the beginning to the true existence of that person's life, really. They are finally free from the confines of their own mind and pain limitations. They are set free in death. But man, in its own sorrow, sees death as loss. And so it's important to kind of be mindful in your own awareness how things are playing out in your life. If you are receiving 3 bad things, of course it could be more, but it will come in 3 and 3 and 3, regardless. You have to see them first. But when things seem to be pressing you or falling to pieces or being a little hectic, a little disorder, something is coming. It's the way that the universe does a clearing act. And it doesn't matter how it comes out. If it's a death, there's still a blessing in that message. If it's your car breaking down, there's still a blessing in the message. But it will come in threes. It could be something very small, too, as you losing your keys. You know, whatever. Something very small or something huge. A loss is a loss. There is no one's greater than the other. It is still the same thing. It's your perception or your thought process or your negative emotions that gives it more value or less value. When that takes place, something great is about to arrive. And it could still be in a blessing of threes. You have to be able to see that blessing as well. If you can't pick up on the negative side, you're going to fail in seeing in the positive side as well. I've had 3 lessons today. That's what I like to call them. My lessons today. Or, I used to call them triggers. I still like to call them lessons. How to be better. But yet, I've had a few reactions, but it was still teaching me. I'm going through something, and something is about to be received. I guess the bottom line or the main reason for making this, this video is many of us, some of us, are at that point and pressure point of our metamorphosis where it's really uncomfortable. It's really tight. We're feeling that pressure and build up. And in all of this restriction, we're about to receive exactly what we've been waiting for. Have patience. I don't know where you're at exactly. I don't know the time frame you're going to receive it. But 3, 6, and 9 has a lot to do with it. And when you can actually pick up on that 5 yourself, understand it yourself, you'll receive it according in the time frame that it was meant to be for you. If you're not receiving it, it's because you're missing that connection. That one dot has taken a little turn. That line has taken a little turn off of the dot that it's supposed to connect to. It doesn't make it wrong. It just means you have a different route to go to right now until you can come back to that connected dot that completes the picture for you. I don't have any crown pressure today. I'm thankful about that. It's been intense when I do receive them. A lot of hot and cold chills, itchiness, hungry, extreme hunger one day, and then not very hungry the next. For those of you who are at the end or close to the end of your transformation, have patience and love yourself as best as this end phase here allows. A lot of clearing, and this is something I want to make sure that you understand, is that through this last phase, this is the major descension prior to ascending, where you really have to decide, is this what you want? And it takes me back again to Christ. Why have you forsaken me, my God? He had a little bit of a doubt there. He lost faith a little bit because it was so painful. His last moments prior to the complete death of his human self, his old self. But he came back to and realized he was never lost, never alone, and will be set free to receive his new self, his new light. That's what's happening here. I had the pain, these sensations have been so intense. My emotions have been off so much that I begged to have the discomfort taken away. And in that begging, I remembered this verse. And I'm crying out to my God, set me free. I choose this still. I still choose this route. The pain can be so intense that it makes you not want to go forward, is what I'm trying to say. That you feel like you just can't press on to finish this last phase. You owe it to yourself. You've gotten this far. You've done most of the hard work. This is just the major clearing. Prior to that major jump. The last part that God, Source, Spirit is saying and asking, are you sure you're willing to sacrifice this? You have to say yes. You owe it to yourself to say yes. You owe it to everything to say yes. But if you don't do this for yourself, imagine the inner turmoil that you're going to be experiencing in this lifetime as a result of not saying yes continuously. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.